Hello, Rumbek. Welcome. More Season 3, indeed. Yeah, right. So let's start. This is gonna be a custom map named Vetera. It has been made by a map maker named Divertirti, and it has been suggested by a fellow map maker, Sip86. We are gonna take a look at the map itself as well as the file's instructions. So let's take a look. So there is a text, so I'm gonna read it. This is apparently part of some sort of campaign he made. It's supposed to be a military mission. I fully expect this to be fairly monstrous, so probably not gonna have a great time. You will enjoy this assignment. It is the most constructive that I've ordered for quite some time. I now require a major prosperous city on our southwest border. Furthermore, I expect you to achieve the highest possible ratings I've defined for you so far in this military campaign. Build an extremely prosperous city near the old side of Tinges. Although we've gained so many victories up until now, some remnants of our old foes, the Etruscans, have still remained operative in the region. As much as it pains us, we have to raise the city and bring citizens to Roman chains. Oh, this is just a mashup of different things that Caesar says throughout all of his campaigns. I'm not gonna read that. It's just... Hey Zara. I can post it if you want to read it, but it's just like a mashup of every instruction from Caesar ever. It doesn't really make any sense, apart from there being Etruscans. Which is fairly new. Because that last bit I read was from Carthago mission. What year is this? 500 BC apparently, since the author hasn't modified the starting date at all, I don't think. Also the starting denarii are vanilla amount that you get when you don't modify anything. So we might as well assume that the person has skipped steps of setting a date, initial money, rescue loan, and salary. Oh, salary is 80. It's insane. Let's drop it down to 12. 80 denarii. Okay. Now let's keep this at 8. So let's take a look at the map itself. We have an entry point right here. Exit point over here. Invasion points. Probably everywhere. I mean, there are a lot of possible invasion points. I have no indication where they are, really. So might as well mark them as they become active, I guess. Our goals are 10,000 population, 100 favor, 100 peace, 100 prosperity, and 100 culture. It's not very nice. We also don't start with like insane amount of money. Dock spots. This is too short. You need 2,000 inland for a dock, so that's not possible. It's 2x2, 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 2x2. 3x3. Right here can be a dock. Or we could have one somewhere over here, I think. No, I might be confused. I think I saw it before and might be off. It's alright. We all make mistakes. There. There it is. So we could have it here. And entry and exit points for the ships. I suspect it's here and here. And there is no way to dock this side. So they are gonna have to come here. So that means that dock here would actually be useful. I don't think this is accessible. Yeah, it's too tight for ships to traverse. There is no flotsam, I don't think, so we cannot judge it from that. We need to take a look at our raw materials. Clay pit and timber yard. Workshops, we have that. No small temples, that's notable since we don't have marble. Mission where you start with this little money and you have to import marble for your temples, which cost 150 denarii per piece. Okay. Okay, boomer. We have all that. There is no... oh, there is hippodrome, okay. No vowels. That's not really an issue. Let's take a look at the map itself. So who would sell us marble quickly? We are here in Tinges. Carthago Nova. Only 2 trade routes? Okay. It's gonna be tight for money then. Taxation is gonna be a major thing. Are they both land trade routes? No, this one is sea trade route. Right, but it costs 1,000, which is like a third of all I have in the world. This one is slightly cheaper and it would buy pottery and furniture, which I think we will start with that. But defense is a major issue, since I don't know if there is an invasion point here, but this is suspicious. It's like, what, 6 tiles of open land? Yeah, not too sure about that one. But it might be fine. You know, you never know if people decided to be mean and put an invasion point straight from Rome. But it might have happened, so we need to be cautious. Also, where do we set up our first block is a thing. I do believe I could squeeze in something in here. We don't really care about rocks because you cannot mine them for anything. So let's clear this middle part out. And build ourselves a block. We want to keep some distance just because we can wharf some of this. Oh, this might be slightly too chunky. It's alright. We don't want it to be too chunky though. Something like this, I suppose, could work. The dead space in the middle is reduced because we added this curve, otherwise it would have immense amount of dead space. So like this it would be... oh, it's 4 houses. That's not gonna be very efficient, but it kinda needs to be like that. I mean, we could reduce this a bit, but I can fit a wharf here on the road and just connect up to that. Yeah, alright. At least this is partially peak efficiency with this. And then the rest is just there, I suppose. We probably don't want to over-invest into initial housing, but we still need a sizable chunk of it. Make sure we have enough to man our industry. As soon as we can make any money, it's super important to have some money as soon as possible, because even if we have to take out the bailout or debt, with the large temples being a necessity, there is just no way we are not going into that. So that is that. I will be adding a couple of services, probably here. Actually, make a road through there so that it can connect to a granary for the fish. Hey Cloud, welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing fine, relatively speaking. Came from work today, so I was a bit tired, but now it's alright. Set up the extra things, and we'll let people move in. Need to be cautious about our money, but it's alright. Some unemployment, not a huge amount of it yet. There we go. I need to think about my warehouse locations. It's not gonna be pretty, but I'll need to make them here. Also, the timber is a concern, since we can make furniture and we will need to make furniture. So I'll just clear out that. Keep some of it on the side. We don't need this, really. And the warehouse is gonna go over here. So this one's gonna accept pottery as well as furniture, because both of these things we can sell quite a bit of, actually. Clay pit. Actually, I need to place the workshops first, I think. Trim that. We'll need another timber yard, which is fine. Just place it there. Workshops for pottery. Going to do that, but we will roadblock this off so it's a line, and then we'll add a couple of services, and this should bring us some money, hopefully, if we manage to get employees. I'll have more than enough from this, I think. What we'll need to do is place a reservoir and make a bathhouse so people don't die from disease. Hey, you can turn on the stream, and that second my internet went off. I missed the intro to the map. That sucks. I can repeat some of it if you want. Just need a minute to think this out. I think we'll place it there, and then we'll add this thing. over here. Maybe some key elements. Okay, so we don't have small temples. You can only import marble for large temples. We started with the basic amount of money that you can get, which is 3,700 denarii. Opening a trade route costs 700. We only have 2 trade routes in the world, which one of them is sea trade route and the dock locations are awkward. By Vetera we need the land one to sell us marble, because we cannot get it locally, which isn't advised to do because it's just a massive pain. Yeah. Not many people will like that. The map is supposedly heavy into military, so probably gonna see a whole bunch of invasion points everywhere. I have no idea where I will place my forts, most likely just around this edge, because I can't really see using that much. So instead I'm gonna focus on building up in here and cutting this off and maybe have it connected with a bridge so the enemy's path around it towards this entrance, if possible. We'll see how that works. I can post a link for the map in the chat again. You can check it out if you want. Enemies are Etruscans. Yeah, no problem. Should be seeing some first money, yeah, and Mercury is immediately upset. So he stole my furniture. Oh well, gonna have to go into that. Open up Caesarea. Hey Olden, welcome. Import marble, just 2 pieces. Shop 4. Export furniture, export pottery. 2016, yeah, it's pretty old. It's not made for Augustus, that's for sure. That's why it's gonna be interesting if the economy can be even done in Augustus, which it will be significantly different. But Sip suggested it, so if he thinks it's fine, we are gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, even though it's against my every instinct. So into that we go. I will build a couple of large temples in here. It's gonna be Neptune and Ceres, and the rest of those will have to go in here, because there is no way I'm having it all in my main area. So let's just do that. Connect this up like so. Road bucket. Make an engineer. Make an engineer. And a prefect. Road connection. Oh yeah, and also road connection. Roadblocks. And a warehouse that's gonna accept marble. It needs to be here, so let's just have this also accept 8 marble. And we should start seeing some trade going on. Aren't in debt yet, which is a good sign, but the marble is gonna crush us heavily. They've bought some stuff, deposited some marble. Now the guys will start constructing the monuments, but it might not be fast enough to offset the curses, because the curses are gonna happen. And they're gonna happen quite a bit. This guy submitted 152 maps, vanilla, and 4 for Augustus. Like, how can someone create so many scenarios? The scenario instructions are pretty modest. And the map itself, I mean, it's clearly taken him some time to do it, but it's not like the most complex map ever. And Mercury has nuked my warehouse. That's peachy. Make a new warehouse, please. He probably also is around for a long time, so it's probably part of it. I have 25 schmeckles. You've built Venus Temple, at least there is that. But Mars. I need to go into habitat, I think. Otherwise Mars is gonna murder me with uprising. And soon. They're gonna build another temple. Venus is upset, but he has a temple, come on. Give me a break. This is the problem with imported marble on maps that you don't have small temples on. It's really unusually cruel. Even I don't do that. You have Mercury now, so warehouses wouldn't explode anymore, hopefully. The debts are gonna be insurmountable soon. Mars. Okay. Yeah, Ceres Wrath is fine and Neptune is sort of fine. But we'll have to fish eventually for our food. So it's a little bit inconvenient. I'll have to expand this industry as well. Otherwise you'll stay in debt forever. So how do we do it? I think we want something like this. And in the meantime, I'm installing Total War Troy. I've also recently made a mistake in my life. I've bought Thrones of Britannia since it was on a fairly big sale. Oh boy, do I regret that decision. I knew I shouldn't pick it up. I'm so dumb. But I saw, oh yeah, it's a good price. Take it. And then despair, because it's shit. Ceres is done, now we need Neptune, one more piece of marble, so I'll just drop the import limit to 1. It cost us heavy debt to get to where we are, but we'll hold on to our savings. We can bribe Caesar a bit, if it becomes necessary. He's gonna be very pissed soon, since we haven't recovered our debt yet. And is the marble on the construction site? Not yet. We are almost out of debt, but almost is not good enough. If only we were out of debt now, it would make us be able to avoid Caesar's Wrath, but it's gonna be December, yeah. I don't think we can do that, realistically. Come on, donkeys. Okay, made it, now tribute. Okay, tribute wasn't that high. He managed to recover before he got very, very angry. Actually, it's not what usually happens, so quite lucky. Now with actually building the city, so we'll first start with adding water. This is annoying, I cannot water these people from there. Let's build a fountain there. I'll have to add a reservoir somewhere over here. This is frustrating. Okay, let's just remove that for a bit. I'm gonna just build it there instead. Because that one tile is causing a lot of issues. Now this is pretty good. Do we have access to Krachov Plaza? We do. How much would it cost to carpet it down? I'll take it. This guy doesn't have water, apparently. Too bad, sucker. What about enemy attacks? No attacks yet. But it might be native invasions that could happen, so still need to be careful. First you need food though, to be able to do anything about military situation. So that's what we need to do. There's Flotsam now. Okay, so ships coming and going there. Where is the fishing spot? There. Which means I want my shipyard over here. Got a granada. It's awkward. Yeah, this might require 2 freaking prefects. You can see how crooked everything is, but there is very little I can do about that. This is how it needs to look like. I was streaming, Twitch didn't tell you. Yeah, I was post on Discord, so you can always find out that way. If Twitch doesn't tell you, which sometimes I think that can happen. I just started though, we are here for only half an hour, but you missed the prediction. Let's accept the fish. Okay, we'll need a supply post. The places I can fit it are not great. I'm thinking maybe we cut this area off. Connect it to this instead. Have a roadblock. Because that was something. It was not very nice. Let's build this here. I don't think I will need all of this space really. Let's build a couple of Lararii. Now for the barracks, it's gonna be the same issue. I don't really have a good place to put it. Which means it probably has to go somewhere over here. And our first fort is gonna go here. They don't pay more wages. Actually, that fort needs to be shifted a bit. like that. This will result in a very excessive services in terms of engineers and prefects, but there is very little we can do. It's just gonna happen. So let's do it. It's gonna block off potential spots for buildings as well, but it's fine. Let's place a couple of markets. We'll want a warehouse over here. It's gonna not allow traders. Let's fetch a little bit of pottery. Hey Marius Bruno, welcome. Let's get a clay pit. A couple of pottery workshops would be nice. Theater, school. School might not cover everything, but we'll see. Placed on the crossroads there. We'll need a military academy as well. I have no idea where to put it. It's probably gonna have to be over here. But keep in mind, it's undesirable. Okay, small casa. That's good. They should get pottery fairly soon. What we want to do now is make an amphitheater. Gladiator school, actors colony. I still don't really have much space to put any of this. But we could have it here, I think, without too much trouble. Oh, I probably want extra workshops for pottery. A little bit of that, it's fine. It will recover. Yeah, we'll need the services. This really sucks. Actors colony. No, this is not good. It's gonna ruin everything. I forgot to climb Amazons when it was for free. What Amazons? Is it a DLC for Troy or something? I think there might be a gladiator revolt, but who knows really? Can't tell until it happens. If it has DLC, okay. Yeah, I guess that sucks. Let's build that there. Be having a road coming through here anyways, later. Oh, this is just not very good. All these roadblocks. Let's build this and this. Build an equestrian one in the middle, so it should help people evolve. And then once they get access to all these nice services, they should evolve to insulae, which means that we will start to tax them. The large castles not not evolve without actors and gladiators. Well, they need a certain entertainment value, and if you don't have that, then you need to offset it with something else. So you could... It was actually one of the things you did on your map, on the Sims, where you didn't give me gladiators. No, that's not how life works in Caesar. You need entertainment value. They get covered by different... you can look on it as different services. Theaters and amphitheaters are very different things. So people, if they get access to a theater, they won't consider it being an access to amphitheater, even if if it covers them a lot. Where is it? Theater. So you can see that the actor from the theater is distributing it, and even though the actor looks the same from the amphitheater, it actually is a different value, and it's a different column. So if that depletes, the theater will not be sufficient. So coverage by extra things like an arena or tavern is going to impact that. And on one of your maps, where how it was you couldn't build what I want to say. Yeah, you couldn't build gladiator schools, but I had to give them all taverns because that makes up for it, but it doesn't mean that I can ignore it. I hope that explains it. But yeah, that's how it works. Also, I cannot have this. It would explode. Let's build a medium statue. And of course they all got furniture. I didn't want them to get, but there was an access point, so they managed to get it. It's alright. Got it, okay. So food is still not looking too great. We are gonna build another fort. Make ourselves secure. Still, the desirability isn't too great. Let's just build up some statues. This guy still complains. This tent is having a tough time getting food, same as these guys. Which makes sense, the fishing spot isn't too close. So I'll have to expand and use this fish. Maybe wait a little bit until we have January and we can be sure that we've secured enough money for ourselves. That I know they hate the fact that they didn't have many jobs. I will need to give them a little more on wages. It's February. Let's build a wharf. Trying to figure out how to stop leveling of houses at the point of large casa, which is difficult since small insula doesn't really need more goods, just a bit more entertainment. So I don't know if if it's even possible to limit it to large casa. Not really. If you need higher prosperity than something like 35 or something, then it's not possible, because you would block patrician services. And I could still evolve them. If you give me a freaking hippodrome and only actors, I will give them a hippodrome access with a chariot. By the way, large casa is a heresy upon this earth, because it's the worst evolution level in the game. In terms of efficiency, everyone hates it. Let me rephrase that. All the reasonable people hate it, and for a very good reason. So making me be restricted to that specific level of housing is incredibly frustrating. For the looks. Nobody cares about the looks. Looks are the last thing on my list of things. Its efficiency is through the bottom. It's the most horrible housing in the game. Please don't restrict people to that. Don't do that. Don't do it. You'll regret it. Except fish. Get it over here. Also, I don't really think it looks very good. Insulae are just much better in terms of looks. But that's just me. Okay, let's build a highway. It's not really safe, since this is probably an invasion point. Just a couple of tiles. Next map was only to anger you. Well, that's... if you set goals accordingly, it's doable, but it's gonna be a very quick map, since you cannot really evolve people much without wells. I even beat a map with only Grand Temple to Neptune by Alecito, so... Unless there's a quirk like that, it's fine. It's wrong in the houses in the middle. Not enough food! Not enough food, this fishing is not sufficient. I try to expand here. You'll see how much this brings in. Emigration, yay! I know, you hate it. Do not have jobs, but I don't know what to do here. Let me just make some wharves here then. Again, it's not gonna be very efficient, but it needs to be done. Oh, here it is. Let's build this here. And how you need to, you can only need to look at maps or map making in general. You are not doing something to anger me. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna play it once and then forget it exists. But there are people who will download it in good faith, and then if there is some bullshit, they will be very pissed. Since there are people who have been playing this game for decades, while you and me had life. So, you know, there is only that pressure, but 10k pop would probably fit on this island, except food. Yeah, food is a problem, but this island isn't like too crazy. This is fairly tight. There are some fishing spots though. I'll try to fit everything I need there, and eventually I will cut with this with a wall, and then we'll use this and have the enemy's path around, because there is gonna be a bridge here. I don't want to have contact with any of the exposed edges if I can help it. And since the map allows for it, I will do it. Yeah, food is still a major issue. Oh, this needs to be getting. Is it getting? How to get to 10,000? Not really. It's gonna be, of course, it's gonna be more than I really need for the city itself, as is customary for maps like this. But it's doable. It's perfectly doable. It's just a little bit annoying. Let's get some fish. I was joking with the wells. Next map is already on the way. Okay, good. I mean, it's what the Alecito did with his map, where you only have wells, but you can fix it with Grand Temple to Neptune, but you need to fit like 7,000 people around it. So it was not easy. And if it works like that, it's fine, because there is a way out of it. But wells themselves restrict you to very low evolution levels, which means the most of the game is basically unplayable, or you need to set goals to be very low to be achievable, and then the map just is very quick to complete. So it wouldn't really make any sense without Grand Temple to Neptune. There's actually a thought with Augustus' team about allowing evolution up to small casa with wells. He wants a force. It's a small force. I don't want to give him such a force, because it's gonna be difficult to protect myself when they're gone. And I don't really have that many soldiers either. Maybe we could pull it off, but two legions of javelins, even with academy training, are probably not enough. He's just gonna have to suck it. I don't really have much food. That sucks. I'll have to start making food over here as well. At least these should be fairly efficient, but they will need a grenadier that's gonna be very close to them. I think the fountain mechanic comes in too early in the housing, like freaking tent wants a bit of fountain, and after this, oh, but we need more food now. We need food now. Yeah, that's why they thought about adding the wells to have something like that. Also, the water systems were supposedly thinking about being reworked, but if anything like that comes, it's gonna be later. But I think the thing with the small casa is actually gonna be a thing later. They will add it. It just was causing some issues or something. That's why it's not in the current version. Add that. Have to add a little bit of pig's tail here. It's not very nice. Well, let's add these two guys. Ah, I hate how these roads are. It's hurting my soul, but again, it needs to be done. There is nothing I can do. Let's cut this off. Hey, leveler, welcome. Is this a city builder? Oh yes, it is. If you are not familiar with it, it's a Roman-themed city builder from the 90s, and it's a pretty good one. I believe it's the best city builder that is on the market to this day. Of course, it's a little bit dated, but it has received a wonderful Augustus mod, which makes the game better in many ways, so significantly improved. I can link you a video about the basics of the game, so I can give you like an overview I've made. And it also features a tutorial on how to just start playing if you are into it. Just look it up. It has been one of the videos I made some time ago, but it's edited, it's made for YouTube, it's not a VOD. So there you go. So let's accept fish in here. Still missing food and people are emigrating. We'll need to figure out how to solve that. I think I will add timber yard and then a couple of workshops. If we can figure out a way to fit one. It's gonna have to be here. Make some more furniture. And then hopefully the food situation is gonna stabilize. We'll see about that. Now the unemployment has gone down a bit, that's good. Also we are still making ships, so the food production will improve. We need to be mindful about Caesar's request. We want to send a force too late, so that he thinks we only sent them too late, but didn't completely screw him up. Landslides, right? Somehow they are getting furniture. Oh, he had furniture in it. Yeah, right. That's how it happened. How about that island where you can have farms? Over here? Yeah, you can fit quite a few. What can we farm? Wheat and vegetables. You mean here? The natives? I don't trust it. There is a native trading hut here, and think there's gonna be an invasion point on it. Most likely. So connecting that up to Mars City would be lethal if that happens. I could have it. It's just I don't trust it much. Would you trust it? It's too risky. I think we need to not underestimate the cruelty of man, the most savage animal on Earth. Wise decision, let's say. The invasion there. Yeah, hey Lord Elisita, welcome. If it happened, you could... There are money natives. Yeah, you trust it. I don't trust it. I really don't. I really don't. I'm sure it will be fine. Yeah, it's gonna be just fine. I'm sure of it. No. We cannot have nice things. This is a bait. And you don't really need it. Like, it's just, you connect it up and then you suffer. This was gonna happen. If an invasion happens, it will absolutely cut off your entire food production. We are fine, we just need these couple of tons to be fixed and then we are okay. Still don't feel good about the military side of things. I think it might be very heavy into military this map. What do we do? I need to set up some sort of industry to get my people jobs, but I don't know what. Because everything is... maybe the dock is actually next step. What would they buy? Pottery, yeah, right. Let's do it. Or natives can shop. Yeah, they can shop up. Is there a war in the game? Yes, there is a military aspect. And it can be pretty extensive depending on how the map is set up. This is a custom map made by a person, it's not part of the campaign. You know what? Gonna catch those Etruscans in 505 AD, yeah. As I said, the map description doesn't really add up or do anything, so just take it with a humongous grain of salt. And you are gonna be just fine. Yeah, here. That's how it needs to be. So warehouse, that's gonna accept pottery. And then you'll have to set up some industry. So let's take a look. I would like to have clay pits here, but it's so crooked. I can't really fit anything in there. Maybe a wharf. So instead, we'll have to take a look at clay area over here. I think they buy... How much do they buy? 2 shields, that's 25, which means 4. Right? It's 8, 16, no, that's 3. Damas rocks today. Alright, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Prefect and an engineer. And this should give us some much needed jobs. Price rise on vegetables. I'm not selling vegetables ever. It's not worth it. It's very far away. And food is finally stabilizing. I will probably shift my supply post actually. I'd like it to be here instead. Now we even lack labor. That's good. What does the housing advisor say? Yeah, we can fit a bunch of people. Hey, Florian Dancer, welcome. Hi. Yeah. As always, welcome. Okay, so this is running. You'll still have some unemployment issues, so I have to figure that out. I would be even willing to give them furniture, I think. It's not gonna benefit us in any real way, but evolving them that extra step is gonna improve their health a bit, which is important, and also fits more people. One of the problems might be not enough output of furniture though. We'll see. Get a couple of Flerarii here. I think I will relocate this actor's colony. Instead we'll put in a big statue. We'll need to send a force to Light soon, so that Caesar isn't that angry. Send him a gift. Should have done it sooner. Still complaining about desirability. Okay. So we can send one fort now. And we'll need to figure out how to employ people again. If we had enough, we could even make patricians, but I think we just don't have enough yet. 600 available capacity isn't terrible though. There is something to be said about just doing patricians right off the bat over here. I do have some money. Also, gods are gonna become a problem sooner rather than later. Okay, can we ships bridge this? Yeah, we can have that there. Or here. Not there. Not there. This is awkward. Okay. So we could only have it here, which means removing one of the wharfs. Has to be done. Let's make a wall. We could start with setting up some wheat, I suppose. Oh, let's just start building the block itself, I guess. As I wrote last time, I just love it when a bridge costs me a war. Yeah. That's what happens. I cannot really not have it work that way, so I might as well just accept it. There is no point crying over spoiled milk. Spilt milk. Just accept your fate. Now, question is, can we fit a regular patrician block in here? We probably can. Now there's more coast for more wharfs. Yeah, it's a trade-off. But it's not as close. That one was perfect position because Oh, not perfect, but very good. So there is fish right there. This might be too ambitious. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. More fish requests. He didn't request fish yet. Actually, I think, come to think of it, he didn't request anything yet. So it's a little bit odd. Let's increase our salary a little bit. We spent a whole bunch of money. So we need to take it easy. Create a road network. I think that this might be too large for its own good. How long is it? 104, yeah. I'll cut this part off. Actually, no, this part, because I don't really need it. Like 30 wharfs. Yeah. A lot of wharfs can be fit here. It's Black Friday today. Toga Boy started shopping. Yeah, he doesn't need anything. It's just out on a shopping spree, I suppose. So much fertile land. I don't think we'll need to use it all effectively. At all. This should be fine. This granary needs to be like that. I presume he's shopping for wine. Yeah, clearly. What else would he be shopping for? 250 vines. Yeah, watch that request come up. Right, that's some jobs, which is nice.
From the comfort of my villa, I perceive life here to be very good.
Thanks for the sub, Flying Dancer. I appreciate it. Okay, some instability over there with evolutions. Need to be cautious about that. I think I will add a market extra over here, just to make sure everything's extra stable. We might give them an extra food type to make them healthier. But if we want to evolve them ever, it would need oil. We can buy oil from Cartagena, but it's the only oil source, and it's one shield of it. Right, oh yeah, and let's open up the trade route so we can actually sell the pottery. You're welcome. I'm starting to be here a lot to get entertained. Yeah, I guess. It's how you can look at it. I definitely appreciate the kickback. And I hope that it's at least a little entertaining to watch me. But yeah, from what I've seen from other content... Second, I have a call. It's nothing important, it's alright. Yeah, from what I've seen for other content for Caesar, there are a lot of people who do struggle a lot with the game. So at least maybe sometimes watching me you can actually learn something. Which I feel like has more value. But as discussed on multiple occasions previously, it's also up to a personal preference and what you are after in terms of your content you watch. Okay, so wheat has filled up. You'll need to start making the patricians proper. So you'll be adding a reservoir. Over here is fine, and then We could even add a couple more statues for more patricians. At least 2 more palaces should be fit in here. This one is okay, we can fit desirability around it. So I have that. Now money is not looking that great, but we should get the extra income from having the dock. So if ships come here ever, you actually see them buy up a load of this potter. Yeah. Local uprising from there. Oh, it's not like we really care. Just let them chill there for now. When poor natives can't shop, they get triggered, yeah. Definitely because of that. I know it's a free money on the table with the native trading hut, but I'm so paranoid about it. I've played so many cruel custom maps, I'm sure there is an invasion point there. Can't persuade me otherwise. It's just not possible. Let's increase the import limit on our marble up to 4 units. And we'll be building some large temples, because we need to. So let's connect this road up, connect this. But roadblock it heavily. Same with this. It's gonna be a lot of temples. Not necessarily a big fan of giving them so many. But it needs to be done. We also should really give them a Colosseum. Is this a wharf? Yeah, 2 wharf spots there. I don't actually think we'll need it though. I'll just build a Colosseum. It needs to be like that. Oh, that's that. And we'll need to have some services over here. So I'll eventually have a connection through here. Let's get a doctor. Let's get a barber. Hey, where do we want it? I suppose it can be here. I wasn't here for a sec. Where's the enemy? The enemy is on the other side of the river. And I have no inclination to let them free, if I can help it. We'll need a couple of markets. Triumph. We did save the Roman city with 1 unit of Javelineers, and they arrived there in time. That's amazing. I didn't expect that to happen. Let's accept some oil over here. We cannot really import it just yet, but that's what we'll need to do later. Also, we'll need to improve the limit on marble up to 8 units. If we have enough money, shouldn't really not improve it. Let's get a library, a school and a theater, and a bathhouse. Amphitheater. Arena. Gladiator school. Actors colony. Linehouse. Another granary. Oh, and the guards are fetching the wheat now. I don't want them to do that. Only fish is your life. He wants 10 vine, okay. You'll see, I need to start importing it anyways, so it's not a big deal. We are gonna get fish, and we'll also add a couple of wharfs, I guess. Just 2. Okay. Not a big deal. A local pub, yeah, we'll need a tavern. We'll need a tavern, but for that we'll need a vine. Which we currently don't really have, so very little we can do. We are also waiting on the temples. Because they might be building the freaking Colosseum. No. And we cannot get wine easily, we can only import it, I presume. Yeah, Caesarea would sell me. It's the land trader would sell me wine. It's alright. We can just reduce the amount of pottery we accept here. Start getting some oil and some wine. It's gonna crush me financially if we keep this up, but for now it's alright. We need to give them some warehouses over here. This one's gonna fetch pottery, 16. This one's gonna fetch furniture, 16. This one's gonna fetch oil, and we need one more for wine. Fire in the city, I neglected something, okay. It was the fish granary. Definitely not good, but we can recover that quite easily. And I need to disable them coming here. Oh no, granary. Stupid. Get fish. This will only get 8 units of wine. And he'll give them a tavern, but not yet. Imperial dispatch is ready. Send it. Oh, I need to connect this up further. Now that's gonna be a problem, because people will want to fetch things they're not supposed to get at the markets, so they will try to get wine and oil and furniture. Yeah, I need to disable them getting oil. That's how we limit it. Contaminated water, that's fine. Now we should see them build some temples, hopefully. Might want an extra work camp. What we really need is another block here, I think. Or we could build something here. It's gonna be something like a line block, but it would also work. It's a huge native uprising. It's the first attack ever. And if it's that big, that tells me that we need one final fort, for sure. Are they building the Colosseum? No. What's the problem here? Okay, yeah, it's not connected to that. That's why. Now they should access it, yes. There goes series. Give them a library. Actually, a library can go there. Academy, hospital. They also want the tavern. Tavern can go there. And we'll need to make more vegetables, but for now we are probably struggling with labor. I guess everyone has moved in. Not everyone. Because of the invasion we can't really have people move in, but they will morale break soon, I hope. We'll need to start designing a block here eventually. That's for a little bit later now. These are already complaining about desirability. Let's get a equestrian statue there. Immigration is stopping another attack. Yeah, it's in Augustus or Julius. I do know that. That's why I mentioned it. It's fine. They should morale break eventually. It's not good that we are lacking labor, but it's not a huge amount. And we are currently building the monument, and I don't really want this road to be here. I would need to build a block in here instead. There we go, an attack. If this morale breaks, we should be fine. Now what we need to do is cut them a clear path so they have access, and then I don't know where to set up really, but what's the formation like? It's like this, which is not great. Actually, let them stay in fort for now. We'll see what they do. If they go for this wall, might be in trouble. Because it's gonna be pretty big, but I don't want to fight here. I really don't. They might go around, but they might also just punch through. I'm a little bit afraid they will just punch through. Set up a secondary wall. Importing 4, that's the problem. Let's import unlimited amounts. Same with wine. Yeah, it's huge. As expected. They prefer walking, yeah. I expected it might be like that, but you never know what they do. The Etruscan swordsmen actually do have quite high attack, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, they're out quite quickly, so that's a benefit. Set to attacking troops. Even if you set it to attack other things, it's all cut behind this wall. It's like in frickin' Mediolanum, where you can wall one of the passes and then all of them come to one side. Just need to do it correctly and then it's fine. So this is getting done, that's good. What do these guys miss? They also hate where they live. Okay. Let's add them a couple of statues. It's gonna be alright. I'll need a tax man. I can just sacrifice that space, it's alright. So this should hopefully give us enough money. Yeah, still funding a lot of marble though, so that sucks. They also will want timber and clay, which I don't really have. Also, I think we are allowing them to come here to trade furniture, so let's not do that. Yeah. Just gonna get some timber and clay over here. So this is gonna accept it. That should be fine. Now I need to figure out what to build. I think I want to build this line block. Does it have to be a line block? I still think probably yes. Because if I want to build something else, it would have to be something like this. And this is too little space. It would be too bunched up. I could have it like this. Okay, it's gonna be much better if it's not a line block. Even though the space is gonna be quite limited still. Yeah, and that. I would like to wait and recover. If it's possible. I suppose the marble is not really very good for us. Yeah, and some of these freaks are just coming into the city for some reason. They want to trade here, right? Yeah. No, you don't do that. Blessing from Neptune. Yeah, that's gonna improve our financial situation in the short term. Fish and army. How large of a force is it? And there is an attack on the way. I really don't want to send anything. I'm not trusting it. It was a massive attack. And if I don't have all my units, I will die. It's gonna be pretty bad. Let's not build that. Set up a granary or two. No shortage of 1x1s. So let's do that. We also need to build them a temple to someone. I'll just remove one from over here. It's gonna be Venus. She's gonna go right here. Actually, no. Right here. It's gonna get fish. Could also get wheat. I don't think that would be bad. Let's try to stock on wheat instead. Build a bathhouse. A couple of markets. Plaza it up. Need them to move in. 10 oil, we can have that. Fire in the city. It's here. It's because the prefect is busy just beating. No, it's because we don't have a prefect. Let's add 2, just to be sure. And then add a fountain. Let's have that. Now they want a god. We have started construction on the temple, which is gonna take a little while. We could just stop making this one for a bit. Construct the other one instead. Let's build a work camp and an architect. We do sort of need to take care of this sooner rather than later. 40 weapons. I cannot make weapons, and 40 weapons is an insane amount of weapons for imports, especially on two trade routes. And you can't get iron. You can only buy them straight up from Carthago. I'm not doing that. Send one force to save the city. Yes, they are assigned. Would you just acknowledge I can send people too late? Yes. And then I have a bunch of savings. Oh, let's send him a gift. Also, people are upset. Oh, wages in Rome have risen, that's why. It's okay, now we should see some immigration. Did we save the freaking city like that? It's insane. Must have been very close on the map or something. Yeah, they can just be there, even though immigration is gonna be halted. I don't really care. Hey, Super Cheese, welcome. Oh yeah, they need an access point. Please don't supply frickin' workshops. $15 wine. I'm gonna hold on to that request. We've built that temple, so let's resume construction on the Colosseum. We also need to build some grand temples. First one we build is Mars. Where do we want it? Somewhere fairly safe. I have no way to do it. I would have to import them straight up for a huge cost, and I'm not doing that. Favor is... Favor doesn't have any value on this map. You can draw up to 80 denarii salary. So I can just give him into oblivion. And I'm not importing straight up 40 weapons. That's just not happening. I need to figure out where to build that. I don't know where. We could set up a new warehouse over here. It's gonna fetch a little bit of wine. Let's wait until he gets angry. Oh yeah, we'll need vegetables for these guys. So they'll be getting that. They also might be stealing food from the other area. Do they have wheat in them? No, they don't. Okay, yeah. It's gonna be a little bit problematic, to be sure. I really don't want them to steal the vegetables. Just fish. Send him the request. Okay, small casa. Let's get an amphitheater. Gladiator school, actors colony. Also pottery. I want natives, not water. It's a horrific road, but it's nothing we can do. Another force. It's a small force. Let's send the unit. Okay, forum. I'd actually like to build it somewhere else. There's just no space for it. So I could make them medium insulate pretty easily. Let's get a statue there. Complaining about desirability. There is not much space to place grand temples in. I could do it here, but let's check our population advisor. It will still grow a bit, but at 6,100 I'll need more. So a pleb block over here is a must, but that alone is gonna only fit like 2,600, something like that. So I'm not too hyped about building monuments in here. because this could be very easily supplied. I could just build them on the end here. It wouldn't be too terrible. Or here, since we have all our troops, I could properly defend at this point. First we want this to be done. Should likes marble. It's the last stage. Right. And these guys should morale break soon, hopefully. She'll start to like labor soon. He's pissed about the weapons, that's fine. Send him a gift, so he never bothers us again. It's an expensive gift. He saved another Roman city. Yay! Oh. Right. Let's build a triumphant arch. Of course! Why wouldn't there be a massive gladiator revolt? Revolt is done. What did they crunch? It was probably theater somewhere. Yes. Amphitheater. Gladiator school. Where was it? Here. I don't remember where it was. Here. Amphitheater, arena. Amphitheater. Landslides, we can deal with that. It's alright. I'm gonna cut off all access for these markets. I don't want them to get other stuff, or actually, not that. Cut off this. This. Local uprising. Where is it? It's here. Which means we'll have to fight it. And it's natives. Which means it's gonna be pretty sizable. Build up a couple of towers. One of our legions is still not back from fighting. What, is it back? It is back, okay. Those native diamonds. Really scary. Theft without this place. It's almost done. Just takes a long time. I need them not to deliver to workshops. Because they are trying to bring that all the way around. It did not morale break these guys, which sucks. I'll have to make them a bridge, I think. Just deal with them at this point. Now, Mars Temple. After Colosseum is done. Still worried they might go for the city here. Still trying to figure it out. Is that another attack? Are you routing? Yes. Back to fort. And another invasion. Marvelous. Should have waited a bit. So no immigration for me. Colosseum is done. Do like substantial amount of labor now. Local uprising on top of it, great. Move all legions here option, yeah. We talked about the ability to box select things as well in Augustus. Just might come later. It's gonna be bad. They are mixed with the Etruscans. We'll suffer some losses. That's alright. We managed to finally beat them off, yes. As I said, insanely heavy into military. I knew this, and I said to Sip, oh yeah, another map heavy into military. I'm not too pumped about playing that. And oh no, it's fine, I swear. Yeah. Of course, we cannot have nice things. No, of course not. Just bugger off so I can have immigration, please. He wants another force. Send him the fort. I'm gonna build the Mars temple here. Just connect it all up to the highway. So people are now streaming in. That's good. They're complaining about desirability. There is not that much we can do about that, I'm afraid. Highway to hell. Hey, Teresif. Earthquake. Okay, it's here. It's fine. I was worried there a little bit. It's gonna be a massive one, isn't it? Yeah. Desirability is a constant worry. Venus Temple is gonna solve everything though, I think. Question is, would this reservoir? Oh, we cannot have it. Yeah. So I can place a statue instead, but I cannot. Let's replace this one with the triumphant arch as well. More gardens. Yeah, we could try to trick them. But it's a temporary solution since they will expand into them and then they might devolve. You know how it is. It's not reliable, usually. Local uprising, okay. I think one of my forts is away helping Caesar or something. Not too sure. Yeah, there they are. Should be okay thanks to palisades. And the towers. But yeah, at this point we don't really need more labor, even with Augustus. It's just gonna have to build for the goals, basically. Which always feels pretty bad. Seems like the gardens did help out a bit. At least some of them. He hates the Colosseum. It's alright, we don't really need this access route anymore. which is handy since we want to cut it off. And it'll build some semblance of a block. It's probably gonna have to be a line block. Maybe not. How many arrows do you have in this game, in Steam? I know that arrows on Pirates 2000 TRCD cannot count. Yeah, they cannot. Also, I don't think the Steam really recognizes me playing Augustus. No, it does not. On vanilla in Steam I have only 40 hours, but in total I must have something around 2000 in my entire life. From that, like 1200 hours for Augustus only, I think. But it's only an estimate. Can't tell you for certain. Okay, let's just build them. It's alright. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Yeah. Let's go down the bathhouse. And for them to move in. Get some markets. Get them an amphitheater. Get them a school. I'll see if this helps. It might spawn in that corner. If it does, I'm gonna be very sad. And oh yeah, temple. I'm gonna have to build something. It's gonna be Mercury. They should have access to it. Let's just stop building this for a moment. It's almost done. Yeah, it's done. Cut it off. Okay. Should stabilize itself eventually. There is an attack. Yeah, Lararium spam. We'll wait until they move onto the map. Nobody escapes taxes. Forward, yes. Let's crush these scum. The time-traveling Etruscans must be dealt with extreme prejudice. Etruscan civilization is actually quite interesting. I'd also like to talk about them at some point in the future in a historical video. Scary spooky corpses. Is there an invader somewhere? I don't know. A few months ago I was cleaning out the house to do repairs and I found CD GTA 1. It's 32 megabytes. I've played 10 hours. It's a good find. I have some memories of that game. Probably wouldn't hold up too well for me nowadays, but I remember liking it when it came out or when I had it as a kid. Build me a temple over the of Mordor. Oh yeah, gonna have to shift the road. I kinda expected that. Might be the case. He wants a force again. Small force. Send a unit. We'll be completing this monument soon, hopefully. Oh yeah, we still don't have access to the stuff we want for the construction. Let's just fetch it over here. Oh no, not furniture. Clay and timber. Where is the fire? This burned down. I guess the pathing is unstable. Just add more. We'll increase wages. It's gonna be 52 denarii for each worker. 60 for fish, you can have that. More clay, more timber. Should probably also accept marble in here. A little bit of it, at least. Let's build a highway. What was my first PC game? It was actually when I was visiting my grandfather. He was bringing old PCs from Germany, because at that point not many people here actually had PCs at all. So my uncle had some, but he was mean to me. He didn't really want me to play anything. But he was playing Caesar and other things. He did show me Caesar, but I never played it when it came out, like, immediately, because he didn't want to let me play it. He said I couldn't handle it as a kid, and it was true, because I was very young. Probably before I even could read. But I did play Wolfenstein 3D, which is the old Wolfenstein, which is on DOS, Windows 95. It was my first game, and then Superplex as well. Also Dune, Dinner Blaster. Yeah, Dinner Blaster. And what else was there? The bunker defense, where you shoot the airborne guys that drop on you. I don't know how that was called. We'll need them to prioritize constructing the Mars temple. I'm from Bulgaria, I know what was PC, yeah. This is the same for most countries like this. Getting a PC was something that not really many people had, especially early on. It sort of fixed itself later, but for the most part it wasn't common. Then later on it came in like a flood and everybody suddenly had them. But there was a period when it was very rare to have one. You'll need another granary here. This is unstable. This is going to fetch wheat. And we need to make sure we have enough. We should be able to stabilize it soon. Mars temple is being done. Let's add work camp, architects guild, engineer prefect. Man, do we have problems? Oh. How do we solve it? I'm gonna fit another market in here. It's hopefully gonna help out. Gonna also fetch wheat. Should have surpluses. People are going absolutely ape. It's alright. City's temple is gonna be pretty important. Oh yeah, now it's causing problems because I messed up all my roads. Let's just add a bunch of prefects everywhere. We do have the labor. This is the downside of just building willy-nilly. Only a couple of tents remaining. We should be able to solve the food crisis soon. Temple is almost done. Let's activate this and this as well. I want to also build Grand Temple to series probably. Grand Temple is done. It's gonna provide reduced consumption. Might not help all that much. Workshop for furniture. Let's add a couple. Enable that. People are unhappy. It's alright. Mine was Quake 2, and it's funny that 20 years later Quake 2 again became a thing with RTX. Yeah, I also played Quake 2, I think. Furniture stocks don't look that good. But I don't think I can fit a warehouse reasonably. Maybe instead of this then. Don't trade it. Should see some furniture, we only need to accept it here. Can have the oil. Enemy army. At farms you can make solace. I don't know the name of a gladiator revolt help. We already had a gladiator revolt, so that's not an issue. I'm gonna make culture spam near the farms, because you'll need culture to 100. It's a lot of culture. But we'll build up a couple more forts. Thanks to Grand Temple to Mars, it's possible. I removed the import limit on marble. Can start with the culture spam. It's not where I want it. 75 culture. Academies. Health is not great. We might need to build up some hospitals, but I don't have space for it. So instead we should build... Oh, we don't have access to necropolis, or however it's called, because we don't have oracles. Well, too bad. Too few places to worship. Gonna have to do more temples then. Let them build everything up. What is the constant spam? Plague in the city, plague in the city, plague in the city. These people are diseased. Let's make another doctor's clinic. Each place. Local uprising. And it's right here. Okay. Hey, good buddy. It's a lot of javelins, it is. It's the maximum amount of javelins you can possibly have. There's no conceivable way to have more. Build me things. The plague is still ravaging. There's nothing I can do about it though. There's no way I'm fitting hospitals to these guys. There's just no way. Well, it's gonna help that we have the extra clinics though. Don't trade it. They were buying the furniture up. Barber's bad houses help. Not really. I'm only building the extra clinics before the because the clinics, if there is a disease, how it works in Augustus, the clinic worker will actually go to that house and start cleaning it, and he's gonna sanitize it. But it's taking him a little while, that's why he's interrupting his rounds, and that's causing the delays and more disease, because he's not making his rounds anymore. So having more helps, but with the bad houses they are not fixing the diseased houses, same with barbers, they only provide coverage. Neptune is almost done. Yeah, no problem. Let's get the obvious blessing. Cleaning it by the old standard, setting it on fire. Setting it on fire is the fumigation, which was happening in the old Caesar a lot. You can still have fumigation in Augustus even if you neglect the health long enough. But usually it's just the house it's in question will get diseased. And it will spread, but it's no longer gonna cause an explosion. Why is this a problem? Probably pottery shortage. Is it possible to build hospital on this small island? Not really. Everything is covered to the fullest potential. It's 3x3. I cannot fit it anywhere. That would be reasonable. And removing anything is not viable. We will switch this to accept or get 16 pottery. No, accept that. Let's get a clay pit. Couple of workshops. For what cost? I mean, you could do it, but you will have to sacrifice some buildings for it, and that's never good. We are already stretched quite thin. What food type would help? I'm already feeding them wheat and fish. I'm not giving them vegetables. There is no way for me to do that easily, so they just have to suck it up. The tight spaces mean I cannot really do that. If I expanded the map, I could have built blocks with brain-dead design in mind, but unfortunately there are attacks happening a lot, so there was no way to do that. So we have to live on these islands. And it's very tight, so just cannot fit it. Some devolution, that's fine. What about our population cap? It still needs more, but it's not like a huge amount of people. I believe we could... do they accept furniture? They would get it, right? Yeah, just need to connect this up. But we'll need to cut it off from the other places over here. And then this has no place. And then we'll do, instead of a forum, we'll stop taxing them. Oh, that would cut off my stuff though. Let's build a school there and build an arena here. Extra entertainment. So that's some extra capacity. Earthquake happened, and you are a mean monster for just asking for it on the islands. Another local uprising. I mean the small island in water on the trade ships road. You mean this? I mean, building a hospital there wouldn't help anyone. In Augustus, the hospital actually needs to cover the houses with a walker, otherwise it's not gonna do anything for the health of these people. If I was real ass, I would say flooding. After all, aren't you the same? Changing my crosshair to default in WoW. Well, it's how I played and I wanted to play the challenge. It's not my fault, you can play it however you want, but challenge is a challenge. And flooding is not in the game, it's in Pharaoh, where you have the floods, or Emperor? Yeah, Pharaoh and Emperor, not in Caesar. Go back home. Culture is at 100, so that's okay. We just need to fit the extra people. I've evolved them, but that didn't really help much. You'll have to just start a new area. Soon it is, yeah. You'll have to build them here. Which is actually fine. Just build a line block. Connect to this road network. Block it off. Give Caesar time. We could do it, but I need the population first. But yeah, he didn't ask for anything in a while. 6,000 denarii stockpiled up. Let's do that. Doctor, barber. Oh, I'll need to build them a freaking temple. Neptune it is. Chunch again, but drunk and took 12 hours since I fell asleep midway. That sucks. Yeah, that's probably a failure, right? Why is this not cut off from existence? Oh, there's a way through here, right? No. How? Oh, there's a grenade route, right. Explosion. Magic. Don't believe in magic. Prefecture exploded. That's great. Okay, right. Current temple is done. Pick the blessing. Oh, we need the second vine type. It's a January, not Comrade General. It's just beginning. Call of Duty quotes. Not too knowledgeable about Call of Duty, but I'm pretty sure that's a Call of Duty quote right there. Why do we have devolutions? Okay, what's missing? Fish. It's gonna be utterly hideous. That's red alert actually, okay. I just remember Modern Warfare 3 had Yuri character as well. Favor is almost done. Yeah, it is. The population is the tougher part of this. We need to give them a market. It is the master. Come on. You won't give them wine. Hungry soldiers. It's not good. Fish is an issue. I'll accept wheat. Those patricians just disintegrated. You freaks. Fine slurpers. I don't like when this happens. Furniture is an erratic supply. Why? Oh yeah, it's because of the freaking connections to my city. I knew it would break everything. It just always happens. Not market there. That wouldn't help anything. If we need more vegetables, I'm in a really rough spot. I could add one more farm. Tiberian Sun was a good game. It didn't have any base building though. Which actually is a big shame. I like base building. I like it a lot. Here you go. Utter disintegration of the patricians. Why does the world have to be so mean? Just go away, evolve. What's happening with this? Did I just screw something up? I ran out of oil. You have all the things in the world right here. I need to disable them getting all the different foods, just wheat. Decided to make Tars immunohydra for myself. I shut off an entire block from existence, so I suddenly was missing 1,000 workers. That's great. But it could happen very easily if you have a lot of the rocks which are almost invisible. Just build on them unintentionally. I could totally see that happening. So fish is gonna ramp up in production. Yes, evolve. Prosperity just went down the shitter from that. It's alright. Great Depression. Yeah. Clearly. It's alright. They are back. Just gonna take a couple of years to tick up again. Some of these guys refuse to evolve. It's because the frickin' supply post is eating so much. It's because of how many forts we have. I'm tempted to even remove that. There are no attacks, but it's risky. No, I cannot do it. I'm too worried. There's gonna be a native uprising or something. Prosperity will tick up. Can I buy food? It's an interesting question. Local uprising, yeah, I'm glad I didn't remove my forts. Oh, it's here, okay. I still don't like it because it's gonna mean that I cannot immigrate people, so... Just build the ship's bridge. Import food. We have this warehouse right here. The land trader would sell me fish. I could do that. But they are gonna head over to my city and sell it. That's what it is. Just let it happen. Did natives go? Not yet. Anything they have. 15 fish is not a lot. They should have access. Because they are figuring it out. It's taking them a long time. I'll have to send my troops here. Things like 4 forts should be enough. They are refusing to move. Just bugger off. What's the challenge? There is no challenge. It's a custom map. It's a challenge on its own. Just need the goals on the right side. Our prosperity went down the shitter because of the markets, and since we connected the city up, because of the temple we had to construct. So now we just need to wait until prosperity ticks up, and then we'll gift Caesar and it's done. It's not sad, just what happens. That's why you should never connect your city if you can help it, but unfortunately in Augustus, monument building often forces you to connect your stuff up. '98 prosperity, it's gonna happen soon. Another year. It should be done. So we need to have all 100 city on this map. Quite easy. On Julius you could even do it much faster, because you won't have to build all the monuments and pour the marble, which is your main choke point. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, let's resolve the prediction. Did we beat it on first attempt? Yes, we did. It was 50-50. Somebody made sure it was even. I do appreciate that. It was just a couple of points though. Nothing too silly. So there we go. Overall, I'd say the map is quite heavy into military. Not the biggest fan of that, as I was thinking it would be. But yeah. Managed to beat it. It was not that difficult in terms of local resources or economic difficulty, just the space constraints as well as military challenges. So, let's take a look if we can raid someone. Looks like people are playing things. We'll raid Blobber, he's playing Victoria 3.